Well, first of all, here's how they do it. They test every golf ball the same exact way to be sure that it can't go further than a set distance. So the set distance is like 315 yards right now. And they test every club from every manufacturer or whatever to be
On a
certified.
robot?
Yeah, on a robot that swings exactly 125 miles per
That's
hour.
interesting. I didn't know that.
And so that ball cannot go further than 315 yards or something
So
currently.
if a player, an actual human being, swings faster than 125, the ball can go further, and that's why Bryson can hit the ball further.
Right. And
Interesting.
that's,
Okay.
yeah,
Other people.
that's, yeah, there are other people that do that too. But yeah, so what they're going to do is now they're going to turn that machine up to 130 miles an hour and still want the golf ball to go the distance. And they're not extending the distance.
They're keeping it the same.
So they're
Yeah.
dumbing down the ball.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be playing in a USGA, like if that I mean, you use the USGA app to track your
Handicap.
handicap. Thank you. If you don't use a new type ball, your handicap is going to be inaccurate, right? I mean, that's the implications of this, right? If professional players won't be allowed to use old balls, you have to use new, and all the balls that we currently have in our possession are going to be illegal to play.
I heard differently though.
Nope,
Okay.
that's what the I read the same article Aaron did.
Mhm.
It is
Okay.
going to be across the board.
Well,
Amateurs like us and professionals all will have to be on the same board. No
Got it.
old
When
balls, new balls only.
When I originally read it, which was not recent, it
Mhm.
said that they're still going to mass produce normal balls and only for tournament use. Yes, you'd have to use those balls, but not for everyday play to go against your handicap. But that's interesting.
that's called bifurcation. I did not know what that word was. And Rory actually used, God, I'm not going to believe I'm on the same side as Rory on this, but Rory actually used that word in a statement today about the rollback. And that we had that option like months ago. I should say, golf had that option. The USGA and RA offered to separate professionals from amateurs and not penalize the amateurs with the rollback to allow the amateurs to allow us to use the golf balls we've been using our whole lives, and just to roll back the ones for professional competitions, which is what you were talking about, Jay. Well, that got shot down by the golf ball makers and the golf course designers and all the people who are out there making money, especially the golf ball makers. They're going to claim that this screws them, that they have to reconform their golf balls. Hell no. Do you know how many golf balls are going to sell between now and 2030? Way more than they would have. Way more. People are going to stash up. You're going to, you already do stash away golf balls as it is. Like everyone's going to be stashing away these golf balls to play with after this thing goes into effect in 2030.
It's 2030?
In 2030, yeah. For amateurs, for professionals, it's 2028 is when the date will go into effect. But anyway, for them, okay, it screws the manufacturers of the golf balls for the professionals because they don't use the same golf balls as us. Like they may use a TP5 or they may use a Pro V1, but that ball is not the same as you get in a box at Dick's. You know what I mean? That ball is perfect. There are no imperfections inside or out on that golf ball.
Yeah, it's coming directly from manufacturer for them, not through.
Right. And they're fresh. Like, the box you buy at Dick's has been sitting on the shelf or in a fucking warehouse somewhere for God knows how long. Anything that the pros play with probably was manufactured within a week of it being used at an event.
That's how I get them.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But there's just like grades. It's like ice cream.
I don't doubt that at all.
Ice cream. There's like a C ice cream and like an A ice cream, right? They get the A ice creams, we get the C ice creams, but they're both from Hershey's or whatever. Both.
You had to go with the ice cream analogy, didn't you?
Yeah. But anyway, the point being here is that some of the pros are for this, and some of the pros are against this, which would sound really weird because they're both playing the same game. Tiger, who does make golf courses and does have golf courses in his name, he is all for this. Why? Because he bought a certain amount of property that now is too small to play at the ball speed and ball distance carry that these pros can play on. And
did the article state the 5 miles per hour difference in testing? How that equates to that 125 mile or 130 mile per hour balls or swing speed as opposed to the 125
15 yards on average.
Wow.
15 yards. That's a big difference.
That is a big difference.
If they're carrying what, 320 something now?
12 yards is a club difference.
Yeah.
So you're talking it's a club difference.
Here's where I'm confused a little bit. And correct me, obviously I'm the least experienced here, so I'm wrong. Okay, cool. I'm going to say what I want to say anyway. Yeah. So we're going to stop making better clubs now, right?
No. Duh.
So I don't understand. Like, we're going to continue trying to make better clubs so that the balls go farther, but we're going to roll back the balls.
The ball's an easier to change than all the
that's
stuff
what I was
that
going
goes
to try to
into
say.
the clubs.
So just say, hey, you're done building better clubs. You're good right here.
That's how they make money. Every year they promote something different. Hey,
that's why this is stupid and doesn't make
no. It is the moneymaker. Goes back to what Aaron's saying. If they're going to dumb down the balls and say you're going to lose 15 yards, but then the club manufacturers who make the balls are going to say, hey, use this club, and it's going to make you hit that 15 miles per hour more or 15 yards more.
But it goes back to what he's saying about Tiger Woods and all the people that own golf courses saying, oh, well, we don't have the money to build better. You're still making clubs. So it still goes back to the original. If you're rolling back the technology that's in the ball so that people that own golf courses don't have to build bigger golf courses, then why are we still continuing to make clubs to hit the ball further? Because you should stop doing that. If the concern is that golf courses aren't big enough, so we need to dumb down the ball, then you need to stop building better clubs. Because you go back to the same problem. If that's the problem, you need to stop building better clubs and dumb down the ball. If you don't do one and do the other, you're still going to go back to the same issue a few years down the road because we're going to come up with some kind of unobtainium metal to use in golf clubs, and all of a sudden you're going to get 20 or 30 yards further off the tee than you did even with this stupid fucking rolled back ball. And we're going to be right back to where we are in 2035.
Preach, sister. I agree with you. I mean,
like, if the argument is just say what it is, exactly what Jay said. This is about making more money. This is about making more. Don't use the argument with us saying, hey, this is about we can't build bigger golf courses. Fuck you.
Right.
You can. You just don't want to. Okay.
Well, the price of land is more expensive, so it's like. It all comes into, they don't have to buy as
Michael
much.
Jordan.
It's all.
I read saw a video about Michael Jordan. He specifically built the course that he plays on.
Yes.
To suit his game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And people that even pros that play with him on his course, he takes their money all the time because he built it to suit his game.
Isn't there only like 9 people that are members? Like he allowed like a super low amount of people.
It's ridiculous, and he has people play it all the time. Friends of, but like he uses it to hustle the fuck out of people for money because he's a degenerate, addicted gambler, and good for him. Hey, fucking awesome. But he hustles people all because he built the course to suit his needs. Listen, rich people are going to do rich people shit, but don't sit here and tell me, oh, well, we can't build courses. I don't see anybody looking at fucking College Hill in Poughkeepsie, New York and saying, oh yeah, we're doing this because, everybody that plays College Hill, they're just, there's just no competitive edge anymore. Everybody's just out driving. No, they're not. No, they're not. It doesn't matter.
I love how excited you are about this. That's exciting.